So welcome to SupportRoom. Today's session is going to take you through a training of SupportRoom for employees and leaders. Before you come into the SupportRoom chat room, you will receive a sequence of emails. Those emails are focused on providing you with insight into SupportRoom, what SupportRoom does, the type of treatment we can provide, how we provide that treatment through our platform, and then also what type of symptoms we also treat as well. Now, a symptom can be all the way from I'm feeling unhappy to I'm feeling burnt out, all the way to I feel depressed or have anxiety, for example. There'll be 5 emails that you'll receive. The final email will have a unique URL. That unique URL will help you to onboard into the platform. Once you click on that link, you can input your work email address, your details, your phone number, etc. And then it will take you into a triage of clinical questions. Now, why do we have these triage of clinical questions? It's for us to understand you as an individual. Have you had therapy before? What symptoms are you facing? And we'll ask you various questions. Now, that information is then passed to your therapist, and we will be matching you with a therapist in the next step. Now, once you've been matched with your therapist, you can look at their profile and you can either select a time that you want to speak to your therapist, because you may be busy during the day. You may want to speak to them, late in the afternoon, for example, or you can go into therapy straight away. Now, our platform is on demand, which means it's unlimited. So we don't do sessions. It means you get therapy whenever you need it. And then you'll be taken into the SupportRoom chat room. Now, you're probably thinking at this point, why does it look so simple? The reason it looks so simple is we want you to get therapy as quick as possible without having all of the bells and whistles. Yeah, that's our focus. Now, our therapy is geared towards messaging therapy. And the reason why we chose messaging therapy is because when we did our research, we found that those that were suffering from anxiety or depression really didn't have the confidence to speak to a therapist either face-to-face or via a video call. The messaging therapy really helped them to open up, be open about their feelings without having that connection with a therapist that they don't have a relationship with. Also, a platform works across any browser or any device. So if you're on the go, or you're working from home, or you're on holiday, you can still connect with your therapist in private. The other thing to mention here is all of your conversations that you're having with your therapist, all of your information is private. It's between you and the therapist. We're not disclosing any of those conversations or your personal details to your employer. So you can speak to your therapist in confidence within SupportRoom. Now, going back to messaging therapy, you can send a message to your therapist really quickly from any device. You can also send them an attachment. Now, you may want to send them a video. It might be a document that you've seen, an article, etc. You can also send them an emoji. We use emojis in our everyday life to express our feeling. So by sending them an emoji, you can then also send a voice note. Now, what we're finding very recently from a lot of the employees that are using the platform is voice notes are actually being used more than messaging therapy. It's quick, it's easy, and your therapist will also send you a voice note if they feel like they want to use that channel. Now, all notifications are done through 3 channels. You can either receive notifications via email, SMS, or WhatsApp. We would always recommend you set your notifications within your notification area to WhatsApp or SMS. It's fast, it's quick, and you'll receive those notifications directly to your mobile phone. Now, if your company selects video for your employees, then this screen here will then change to a video, and you'll have a video icon here. And in order to have a video session, you will schedule your video appointment with your therapist in this area here. Now, moving on, If you look at the bell here, this will, within the application, you'll be able to see your notifications. But then there are going to be times when you may not be able to get out of bed in the morning, or you're feeling really anxious and you need to speak to your therapist as soon as possible. You can send your therapist, who is a dedicated therapist to you today and across your entire therapy journey. You can send them an urgent alert. That's a higher notification, yeah? And as soon as they see that notification, they'll reply back to you. Now, the other thing to remember is your therapist will set their availability during the day. And you can see their availability within their profile. Based on their availability, they will then start returning messages back to you. But you can send as many messages, voice notes, directly to your therapist within the chat room. Now, I did say that we don't have many bells and whistles, but we do. If you click on the right-hand side here, you can first see your therapy tracker. And your therapy tracker allows you as an individual to understand where you are in your therapy journey. Now, your therapy journey might be 4 weeks, it might be 6 months, but your therapist, who is dedicated to you, is also your friend that you're building a relationship with that isn't biased, will determine where you are within that journey. Now, let's say that you get to stage 4, final stage, and your symptoms start getting worse. Your therapist will then take you back into the initial assessment to really understand, what's really triggering those symptoms. We also have something called a well-being meter. Now, this well-being meter allows you to understand your own well-being, where you are within your journey, how you're progressing, allows you to monitor and track your symptoms. Are you improving with therapy? Are your symptoms not improving? Now, every time the first time you log into the platform, each day we'll ask you a set of questions. As you answer those questions, we will provide you with insights. Now, those questions will also change. As we start building a profile about you as an individual, we'll start asking you different questions. Now, the one thing you can also see here is you can start looking at how you're feeling by month, by weekly, but you may also want to look at, okay, I started my therapy in January and I want to understand how I've progressed with my therapy and how I'm feeling up until October. So you're able to actually customize the dates and actually track how you're feeling over time. You've also got a wellbeing resource center. Now, why do we have this? Because we understand that sometimes you want some self-help. Yeah, you might be going through, you may be feeling burnt out. You may want to read one of our articles to help you feel better, to manage your burnout better, or your morale, or how to be more productive in the workplace. Or it could be, how to manage your anxiety, for example. We also have lots of videos. So if you're struggling to sleep at night, you may want to do some meditation. We have meditation videos. You may be struggling with depression, for example. You may want to do some breathing videos. You can view these videos within the library. Now, you've also got a journal. This journal allows you as an individual to write down how you're feeling. Yeah, you can input how you're feeling every single day or once a week. Now, you can also share your journal with your therapist. And why do we allow you to do that? It's because your therapist, who's your friend, will help you to become better based on the things that you're going through in your journal. It helps them to have a magnifying glass over the triggers that are occurring based on the things that you're doing in terms of the activities during the day. So this gives them more insight to help you to become better moving forward and to improve your happiness as well. And then finally, if you want to book a video session, you're able to book a video session within your calendar. Now, that is Support Room. If you have any questions, please do let us know. You can send any questions in the notification. Yeah, you've got FAQs here. You can contact our support and they'll be able to assist you with any issues you may be facing. That could be with the platform, or that could just be with your therapist, for example. Now, if you want to change your therapist at any point, just contact support and we will refer you to a new therapist. The other thing here is to remember, if you want to refer a friend, if you want to refer somebody outside of your workplace, you're able to send them a code. And that code will entitle them to a week of free therapy, unlimited. And then finally, if you are feeling suicidal, or you really are feeling on edge, or you really need, you need additional support to just messaging therapy, or to video therapy, or just sending voice notes, for example, you can press the emergency button and it will take you to lots of resources, such as the Samaritans, Calm, for example, that can really support you in that moment. Now that is Support Room, and I want to thank you for for listening today. And we are here to help you as an individual. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy using the platform and it improves your happiness moving forward.